time for Non-Stop 100, a wrap of the top 100 stories we're tracking this afternoon. Cracks within the Samajwadi Party have widened as differences between Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav and his father and party chief Mulayam remain unsolved after the removal of Akhilesh Yadav as UP's party chief. The Sivan administration has shot off a report to the Bihar government seeking re-arrest of RJD Don Shahabuddin after his pictures with a wanted hitman went viral on the social media. Ban has been lifted on India Today's website, which was blocked in Pakistan after a cover photo of their army chief Rail's establishment. After media outage, Pakistan was forced to unblock the website. As death toll from chikungunya climbs to 11 in Delhi, India Today's special investigation team unearths a shocking blood mafia that's cashing in on the growing demand for blood platelets at hospitals. It's a rerun of the horrific Swati murder case in Tamil Nadu, where a 23-year-old named Kanhaiya was killed by a jilted lover. The attacker attacked her when she was alone in her house. A day after divesting his uncle Shivpal Yadav of key portfolios, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav has played down the rift in the family. SP Supremo Mulayam Singh Yadav has intensified efforts to broker peace. General Secretary Ram Gopal Yadav was chosen as a mediator between Mulayam and Chief Minister Akhilesh. Sources say that Mulayam Singh will continue to be party supremo and that Shivpal will continue to be a minister in the state government. With the rift out in the open, SP leadership has cancelled the party's parliamentary board meeting, which was scheduled on Saturday to discuss the rift within the party. Pressure mounts on Nitish government to act against gangster Shahabuddin, saying journalist Rajdev Ranjan's wife moves Supreme Court demanding a CBI investigation. A plea was filed in court seeking lodging of an FIR against Shahabuddin and Tej Pratap Yadav for conspiring, harbouring and sheltering proclaimed offenders in the journalist murder case. Facing flack over controversial RJD strongman Mohammad Shahabuddin's release, the Nitish Kumar administration in Bihar is mulling, moving the Supreme Court for cancellation of his bail application. A day after he was spotted with Don Shahabuddin, Bihar sharpshooter Mohammad Kaif cried innocence and heaped praise on Lalu and his family. India has exposed Pakistan once again, raising atrocities in POK and Balochistan at the United Nations in Geneva at the 33rd United Nations Human Rights Council. India also set the record straight on Pakistan's illegal occupation of parts of Kashmir. India is likely to hold a bilateral meet with China on the sidelines of the BRICS summit. They are most likely to discuss India's membership in the NSA. As normal life continues to be crippled, it will be the 69th day of curfew in the Kashmir Valley due to separatist-sponsored strike and restrictions imposed by authorities for maintaining law and order. The mastermind of the 2001 Parliament attack, Masood Azhar, is helping Pakistan fuel terror in Kashmir. In a new video being circulated on the social media, the Jaish chief has warned of fresh terror strikes post-Eid. Days after Poonch encounter ended, security forces have recovered burnt army fatigues, arms and ammunition, maps, GPS and dry fruits. Amit Shah is in the midst of a storm after he tweeted Vamana Jayanti wishes. Kerala CM has demanded an apology as Keralites see red over the tweet. It's the largest ever consolidation deal in the Indian telecom sector as Reliance Telecommunications Aircel have announced a merger. Intensifying the stir against Polavaram project in Andhra Pradesh, the ruling BJD sought President's intervention and demanded immediate withdrawal of clearance accorded to the construction of the controversial dam. War of words between the judiciary and the centre continues while the Supreme Court has said that there should be no delay in appointment of judges once cleared by the collegium. The centre has asserted there was no logjam in appointments of judges. Gujarat High Court issues notice to US-based developer of Pokemon Go on a PIL seeking ban on the location-based augmented reality game in India for posing danger to public safety. A JNU PhD scholar was arrested for allegedly raping a 26-year-old woman on the pretext of marriage and was remanded to 14 days judicial custody by a Delhi court. BJP MP Subramaniam Swamy moved the Supreme Court seeking clarification on the process to grant security clearance to companies for FM broadcast. The Gujarat High Court has sought the state government's reply on a petition seeking hike in budgetary allocation of midday meal scheme from the existing 4 rupees per day for a child. Dalit organizations fighting atrocities against the community in Gujarat announced holding of Rail Roko agitation in some places on the 1st of October. Congress leader Radhakrishna Vikhe Patil has alleged that Devendra Fadnavis's meeting with Matha leaders in the backdrop of rallies by them on various issues is aimed at creating a rift within the community. Mobile internet services were restored in Jammu after suspension of nearly 30 hours. The services were closed down as a precautionary measure yesterday in view of the law and order situation. A day after Rajiv Gandhi assassination, convict was attacked in Vellore prison. DMK President Kanhaiya alleged the incident showed that even a prisoner in jail was not safe under the AIA-DMK regime. A few days after India Today exposed how Delhi had been abandoned by its ministers, the health minister was back in action, carrying out inspections in the city's hospitals. A brawl took place between doctors, security guards and patients of family members over chikungunya treatment at RML Hospital. The emergency doctors had gone on strike and called it off only after 8 hours. 5 more deaths from chikungunya complications were reported from a private hospital in Delhi, taking the toll to 11. According to a municipal report, at least 1,057 cases of this vector-borne disease have been recorded till the 10th of September. However, Kejriwal government has filed an affidavit in the High Court claiming a zero chikungunya deaths in the capital and alleging conspiracy in 4 of the deaths being reported from one private hospital. Union Health Ministry has sought a detailed report from the Delhi government on deaths due to a surge in chikungunya cases. Amboli police booked Rahul Raj Singh, boyfriend of late television actress Pratyusha Banerjee, for allegedly molesting an aspiring actress and assaulting her male friend outside a restaurant in Andheri. Shiv Sena has targeted former Maharashtra Revenue Minister Eknath Khadse again, saying he is reaping what he sowed and his rehabilitation depends on the outcome of a probe. In its latest revision of the proposed city taxi scheme 2015, the Maharashtra government mooted maximum and minimum fares for app-based taxi aggregators based on the type of capacity of vehicles. A brother murdered his cousin in Mumbai over a land dispute worth 100 crores. Cops have registered the case and launched a probe into the matter. Judicial custody of Indrani and Peter Mukherjee, the prime accused in the Sheena Bora murder case, has been extended till the 27th of September. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu has said he accepted a special financial package from the centre with the hope that it will be in the interest of the state. Elaborate security arrangements have been made for peaceful conduct of Ganesh immersion processions today in Hyderabad, with over 25,000 police personnel being deployed. 5 more main aides of gangster turned Naxal Mohammad Naimuddin has been killed in an alleged encounter last month have been arrested from Mahabubnagar district of Telangana. Congress requested President Pranab Mukherjee to direct Telangana government to implement the right to fair compensation and transparency in Land Acquisition Act for acquiring land for various projects in the state. 4 Indian women, including 2 from Hyderabad who escaped slavery and landed at the Indian embassy in Riyadh for help, claim that they have been trapped in Saudi capital over the last 5 months. Security has been beefed up at railway stations across Karnataka as activists threaten to block rail traffic over the Kaveri water issue. Supreme Court to hear PIL over action against protesters today. The Rail Roko protesters had organized protests across Karnataka, but the situation was soon controlled by the police as cops detained pro-Kannadiga activists. Curfew was lifted in all 16 police station limits as the city bounced back to normalcy after widespread violence over the Kaveri water sharing row with neighbouring Tamil Nadu. IT companies opened their offices yesterday. Software major Infosys as well as multinationals like Amazon were among companies that had asked their staff to stay home on Tuesday. Karnataka Chief Minister Sisodia, who had asked Prime Minister Modi to intervene in the matter, said he's still waiting for an appointment. As more videos of Tamilians being attacked in Karnataka surface, tension in Chennai is on the rise. Pro-Tamil groups have planned for protests over Kaveri Rao for the whole week. Various state organizations in Tamil Nadu have called for a statewide bandh on the 16th of September to condemn violence against Tamilians in Karnataka and to receive Kaveri water as per the Supreme Court's order. DMK leader Karunanidhi has stated that the party will participate in the state bandh. He asked DMK cadres to take part in the shutdown, saying that violence against Tamilians in Karnataka was unfair. In a special event organized by the AIA-DMK, around 1 lakh cadres joined the party in the presence of Jaitley. She said that every member should work for the party's victory in the coming civic polls. The Madras High Court has dismissed the anticipatory bail petition of expelled AIA-DMK MP Sasi Kala Pushpa, her husband and her son in a sexual harassment case filed by their domestic help. Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee handed over land purchase and checks to farmers in Singur, even as she sent messages to firms saying any company willing to set up auto firm in the state was welcome. West Bengal Finance Minister Amit Mitra also assured businessmen that his state was not anti-industry but was only trying to strike a balance between industry and people's rights. One person was injured in clashes between TMC and Congress cadre in West Bengal's Murshidabad. The Congress workers have alleged that TMC cadres hurled bombs when they were filing nomination for governing committee of a local school. 2 women were killed after a dilapidated building collapsed in Kolkata. Locals have claimed that the building was in a deplorable condition and was abandoned. A minor girl suffering from breathing trouble, nausea and loss of appetite died after 2 government hospitals allegedly refused to admit her because of lack of availability of doctors in Howrah. The family has blamed the hospital authorities for the death. Speaking in Strasbourg, the EU Commission President has said that the European Union needs a military headquarters to work towards a common military force. Jean-Claude Juncker said that the lack of permanent structure resulted in money being wasted on missions. UN trucks with a month's worth of food for 40,000 people remain stuck at the Turkish border 2 days after a ceasefire came into effect in Syria. Getting aid to besieged Syrians in areas like eastern Aleppo was the first priority of the temporary truce. Former Israeli President Shimon Peres is suffering a serious stroke. Doctors have said that his condition is critical but stable and there was no imminent threat to his life. According to leaked emails, former Secretary of State Colin Powell has reportedly called Republican nominee Donald Trump a national disgrace. The Republican retired 4-star general's comments were revealed in a hack on his personal emails. New York's Attorney General has said that he's investigating Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump's foundation over suspected impropriety. The Attorney General added that his office wanted to ensure the foundation is complying with laws that govern charities in New York. A UK parliamentary report has severely criticised the intervention by Britain and France that led to the overthrow of Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi in 2011. The Foreign Affairs Committee has accused the then Prime Minister David Cameron of lacking a coherent strategy for the air campaign. Jeremy Corbyn and Theresa May clashed in the House of Commons over government plans to expand grammar schools. The Labour leader said government plan will lead to failed segregation for the few and second-class schooling for the many. German Chancellor Angela Merkel will challenge the bosses of some of Germany's largest companies to explain why they have not employed more refugees. At a meeting in Berlin, the German Chancellor will confront CEOs over hiring and ask them what she can do to encourage them to take on more asylum seekers. Chelsea Manning, the US soldier jailed for passing data to WikiLeaks, has ended the hunger strike after the army agreed to provide her with gender transition surgery. Sociologists and psychologists had recommended that she should receive the treatment commonly known as a sex change operation. The United States and Israel have agreed on a record $38 billion package for US military aid. The deal is the biggest pledge by the US military assistance to any country so far. Creating the world's biggest seeds and pesticides company, German chemicals giant Bayer has confirmed its record-breaking $66 billion takeover of GM Seeds business Monsanto. US President Barack Obama has said that long-standing trade sanctions against Myanmar will be lifted. Myanmar's access to trade benefits for poorer nations had been suspended in 1989 over human rights abuses. Brazil prosecutors have filed charges against former Brazilian President Lula da Silva over corruption scandal at state oil company. Around 1 lakh people attended a celebration party held in the capital city of Northern Korea to mark successful nuclear test, the 5th by the country since 2006. Conspiracy theorists have claimed that Hillary Clinton used a body double after she suffered a dizzy spell at the 9/11 memorial. Social media users are sharing photo comparisons of the Democratic candidate to point out supposed physical differences in the Clinton that was seen emerging from her daughter's house after the medical episode. India Test captain Virat Kohli posted his fitness video on Instagram. In this video, Kohli revealed how he has taken his fitness regime to a whole new level. New Zealand had their second practice session at the Firozshah Kotla ground ahead of the practice game against Mumbai. The focus of the visiting team was on spin as their 3 frontline spinners bowled at length at the nets. Phil Simmons has been sacked as West Indies coach just 5 months after their stunning World T20 triumph. Joel Garner, Henderson, Springer and Roddy Estwick will lead the team against Pakistan in UAE. President of Slovenia's football, Alexander Kaferin, has been elected as the new head of the UEFA. Kaferin beat Dutchman Michael van Praag by 42 votes to 13 to take charge of European football body. Former UEFA President Michael Platini insisted his conscience was clear during his farewell speech. He received a round of applause by the delegates but did not get a standing ovation. A group called Fancy Bear has claimed to have hacked the World Anti-Doping Agency's website. Russian hackers revealed that US superstar Serena and Venus Williams and Simone Biles were given drug exemptions. McLaren driver Jenson Button feels that Mercedes' domination of Formula 1 has changed the sport. McLaren has won 13 out of 14 races this year, and Button feels this is not good for the sport. Even before the much-anticipated Jagga Jasoos hits screens, reports suggest that its sequel is already being planned. Surprise is not the sequel, but the fact that Katrina might not be romancing her former beau in the part. First look at the second song from Ranbir Aishwarya starrer Ae Dil Hai Mushkil is out. Bulya has managed to intrigue viewers with the sizzling chemistry between the duo. The first track of Farhan Akhtar starrer Rock On 2 is finally out, and the question on everyone's mind is, will the film's music live up to the hype and attain a cult status like the original movie? The movie is all set to release in November this year. Priyanka Chopra leaves no stones unturned to stay in touch with her roots. Back in Bollywood, PC took to Twitter to post 2 snaps from her movie Barfi. She cherished the memories of being Jilmil in the film, which gained her several nominations for Best Actress. As a part of the promotion of the upcoming biopic on Dhoni, actor Sushant Singh Rajput played a rapid-fire contest with Captain Dhoni while they are cycling in the gym. The movie is releasing at the end of the month. 20th Century Fox Studio is all set to bring the story of Stanley's life to the big screen. The production house is planning to develop a 1970s-era action-adventure movie about the legendary Marvel Comics creator. A sigh of relief for all Coldplay fans as tickets for the band's performance will be put on sale. Contrary to previous reports of the concert tickets being priced at $25,000, tickets are said to be priced at $5,000 and above. Emma Stone, Ryan Gosling starrer La La Land landed at the Toronto Film Festival after receiving glowing reviews and the Best Actress trophy for Emma Stone at the Venice Film Festival. Justin Timberlake celebrated the premiere of his new concert documentary Justin Timberlake and the Tennessee Kids at the Toronto Film Festival, and the versatile singer is open to working with acclaimed Britney Spears again, he said. Julie Walters has said she feels like a freak in modern-day Hollywood as she is one of the few middle-aged actresses not to have had any plastic surgery. Walters said she could not have cosmetic work done. Samsung has said that it will limit recharging of the batteries of its Galaxy Note 7 smartphones to lower the risk of explosions. The announcement is permanently intended to push the users to return their devices following a recall. Apple's new operating system, iOS 10, is finally rolling out to Apple iPhone devices across the world. Along with iOS, Apple also rolled out updates for Watch OS 3, TV OS 10. One of the major updates in Apple's new iOS 10 is that it allows the third-party apps to work with its voice assistant Siri. The company on Tuesday rolled out a Siri integrated update for its iOS 10 users. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari has invited Tesla to test run Hyperloop train in Pune. The Transport Minister has said that the government has invited Telstar with a view to promote clean energy and solar and battery storage and introduce pollution-free road transport in India. Delhi High Court has sought reply from WhatsApp to a PIL that claims that there are loopholes in messaging apps' end-to-end encryption policy, which leads to security breach.